welcome back. I thought I'd start this last installment of the Columbus 90 radio series with a look at some of the equipment that I've used during its repair. So I'll start with this. This is a Marconi signal generator used for generating amplitude modulated or frequency modulated radio signals, which are then injected into the front end or the antenna end of the radio, and the radio is then tuned with some internal presets to pick up that signal as efficiently as possible. So it's a very essential piece of kit for when you're working on a radio. And as you can see, the signal comes out of here, goes down through this coaxial cable and into a sort of attenuator, dummy load splitter type deal. I also have this, which I use to just double check the frequency settings on here, because this is kind of old, its accuracy is perhaps slightly questionable. So this is just a double check, basically, to make sure I am actually tuning the radio to the correct frequency. And this is pretty accurate. This device is certainly plenty accurate enough for tuning an AM receiver. And then buried down behind here, my trusty old Tech Scope 7904. Move some of this junk out of the way and get a slightly better look. This, I believe, is an ex-NASA scope, so I got it many years ago. Basically, it didn't work when I got it. I completely rebuilt it, restored it, and now it is absolutely awesome. You can basically do anything with this scope. As you can see, it's got 4 separate plug-in slots, and you can get a whole wide range of plug-ins that go into it. It's got all kinds of nice little features like readout, so you can, as you change your settings, it shows up on the screen. It's a proper scope. I also used, well, it's not open, I'll get some of this out of the way and I'll show you. Which one did I use? Oops, I'll get this out of the way. I used this piece of equipment here, which is essentially a watt meter. Very nice. And I use that for checking power drain and all that sort of stuff. Very cool. It works really nice. I also have the ammeter and the voltmeter in the same range. Very useful piece of equipment. The other thing that I used is this. Don't laugh. This is something that I made many years ago. It is a straightforward sine or square wave signal generator. It's got a pretty wide frequency range. Nothing's calibrated, of course, it just makes signals. So you've got your frequency, got volume, sine or square. I believe that's high or low frequency. It's got 2 frequency bands, and of course on and off. The cool thing about this generator is that it is super low distortion. I mean, it is basically immeasurably low. I didn't design the circuit, it was one that I found online, and the whole point of that circuit was that it was mega low distortion. So built it, put it in an old box, and yeah, I use that all the time. Fantastic. Of course, my trusty Fluke 73, gotta have one of these. Awesome digital multimeter from off the Wayback Machine. But yeah, it works great. That's about it, really. Now I better show you the end result, I guess. Sorry about the terrible light, it's getting pretty dark. So there is the chassis, all nicely cleaned up, put back in. And hiding down in here, the field coil speaker. I had a bit of trouble with this. I had to clean out the voice coil gap. It had obviously gotten some crud in it over the years. But it works mint now. And of course the front. So, the moment you're all waiting for. Let's see what it does. Hopefully it won't blow up again. That would be slightly embarrassing.
Coming through their taps. One resident, Harry DeFries, says he had a shower in brown water this morning. Rangitikei Deputy Mayor Nigel Belsham says they're in the process of upgrading the water main system. That's dislodged a manganese build-up.
Actually got the magic eye working too. You can see it glowing nicely down in there. If I alter the tuning, you can see it opening and closing.
NZTA says the crash is now clear and congestion's eased. Winton Rufus
Very
still
nice.
cannot believe how closely he brushed with
Sounds
death
great too.
after having a heart attack on the street in Auckland. The footballing legends thanking the stranger who leapt from his car.
Well, that's about it. Done. Next. See you later.